Not really part of the track, but the tyre wall at the end of the pits, yeah, don't hit those. So, I've actually started this video at the end of the lap because these last two bends are very important to start your next lap. So you come round Lunar Bends and then you're on the start-finish straight, which is the Conrod straight. Enjoy this lap, get familiar with the corner names, and then we'll be going through the track, corner by corner. So this lap isn't finished yet, there's two more bends to go, but if you want a quick next lap, you have to nail these two bends. So let's go back and go through them. So we come down the Rogerson straight, and then we've got this little kink left here. Now we want to be trail braking into this left and trying to keep as tight as the grip will allow us, and trying to keep left to open up this right. Now in this lap, I actually turned in a little bit too early, so there was a small correction, and that small correction can give you 1 or 2 miles an hour less down the straight, which actually affects you down this whole run. So it's so important to get those two bends right. At the end of the long straight, you've got this 90 right. Heavy on the brakes and keep it nice and tucked to that curb on the insides. Now, if you go in too hot, like I did there, it will chuck you out slightly. Now, this will compromise your exit because you want to be as far right to those curbs as possible to open up the left. It's all about exit speeds here, so you have to be pinpoint with where you're positioning your car, otherwise your exit will be compromised and you'll be under attack from the car behind. So hopefully you get a better exit than me through the valley there, and we fly down to the Joey Dunlop chicane. This is a crazy section of the track, and you have to scare yourself because there's loads of grip here and you can go through it a lot faster than what you think. Stay tight to that right hand curb there, don't go up on that curb, and then open up this left hander, straight line to the left hander. You can maybe hop that curb just a tiny bit and then get on the power as soon as possible. The car really grips up here. You get on the power as soon as possible to throw you out to that outside curb. So here you want to pin it and keep the wheel straight. If you're nowhere near this curb, you're not going through it fast enough, so get on the gas sooner. Down the pit straight and into paddock bend, trail brake and stay nice and tight to these red and white curbs, and open up the double left-hander. We couldn't find a name for this corner, so we just called it Beyonce, as it just went to the left. So open up the left-hander. You want to get nice and tight to this curb, but not too tight, otherwise you'll have to turn out of it again, like I did here. So too tight here will compromise again your exit. So stay mid-track, get on the power nice and early for this second left. At no point do you want to be correcting the steering wheel like I am here, so you can get a nice exit down the Rogerson straight and set you up lovely for the next lap. So we're not going to set any lap records with that lap, but there's a few mistakes in there that hopefully you can point out in your own driving yourself. And if it's your first time visiting the track, hopefully you can watch this video and hit the ground running. This next lap has a few less mistakes and was probably my quickest of the day, so stick around and make sure you watch it.